Epic wins, epic will. AlexEala all outlasts Australian champion in Aldershot quarterfinal thriller. By World Wave Sports Aldershot, United Kingdom, December 2025. The afternoon wind whipped across the hard courts of Aldershot as if testing every nerve, every swing, every ounce of resolve. By the time the last ball thudded inside the baseline, AlexEala all had survived one of the toughest matches of her young career, a 3-set epic over Australian champion Alana. That pushed her to the very limits of precision and patience. It wasn't just a win. It was a declaration of intent. AlexEala, ranked WTA number 50, is no longer the promising newcomer from Asia. She is a legitimate world-class competitor chasing Grand Slam territory. High-voltage quarterfinal pressure multiplied. Everything about this clash carried extra voltage. The ITF W25 Aldershot quarterfinal may sit below the glamour of WTA 250s, yet for AlexEala the stakes were immense. Ranking points, rhythm, and a chance to sharpen her Grand Slam game. Across the net stood Alana, a reigning Australian national champion. Part of tennis culture that remains a global powerhouse from Melbourne to the UK swing. Each rally was a study in contrasts. Alana's heavy, top-spun forehand against AlexEala's surgical precision. The Australians' roar against the Filipinos' calm. The crowd, swept up by momentum shifts and sudden gusts, gasped with every deuce. Emotion hung thick in the cold English air. "It felt like a grand slam," AlexEala said afterward, sweat-drenched but smiling. Every point demanded full commitment. Physical, mental, emotional. Flexed biceps power meets poise. The first set tilted Australia's way. Alana opened with booming serves and early aggression, racing to a 6-3 lead. But as the second set unfolded, AlexEala's composure, the emotional nucleus of her game, began to assert itself. Her returns grew deeper, her timing sharper. When rallies stretched beyond 15 shots, she controlled the tempo with subtle changes of pace, forcing Alana to overhit. She took the second set 7-5, punctuating the final game with a cross-court backhand winner that drew cheers from a crowd now fully invested. In the deciding set, the match became mental warfare. AlexEala saved 2 break points with fearless down-the-line forehands, then broke serve in the 8th game to lead 5-3. One final, looping topspin forehand sealed it, 3-6, 7-5, 6-3, and the roar from the stands was as much relief as admiration. Globe showing Asia-Australia, Asia versus Oceania, rivalry renewed. Beyond the scoreline lay a regional subplot that electrified social media. AlexEala's rise from the Philippines and Alana's status as Australia's top domestic talent symbolized a new Asia-Oceania rivalry, one built on mutual respect and shared ambition rather than hostility. For decades, Australian tennis has been the benchmark in the Southern Hemisphere. AlexEala's victory was, as commentators called it, a tectonic shift, proof that Asia's next generation can match Australia's stroke for stroke. The matchup embodied discipline versus heritage, grit versus structure, and an emerging tennis nation challenging an established powerhouse. Direct hit ranking reality. For AlexEala, the implications reach far beyond Aldershot. Already perched at WTA number 50, this win delivers crucial ranking point insulation, protecting her direct entry status for the 2026 Grand Slams. More points here could push her toward the top 40, eliminating any risk of qualifying round hell and granting automatic access to every major event. Her coach called it a decisive performance in a decisive week. In practical terms, the quarterfinal victory ensures entry into the next European WTA 250 and positions her for main draw seeding in Melbourne come January. Fire, mental edge, and professional precision. Observers noted how AlexEala's mental edge separated her from many peers. Even under scoreboard pressure, she never hurried between points. Her breathing, her body language, even her towel routine radiated control. Analysts describe her as surgical, a player who wins not just with strokes, but with structured decision-making. Her training base in the UK has emphasized adaptability, adjusting grips for wind, shortening swings on damp days, and using video analytics to correct micro-errors. It's that world-class training detail that turned tight moments into turning points. Brain, the bigger picture. Every professional journey includes these middle-tier proving grounds. The Aldershot quarterfinal was Alexandra's reminder that titles are built point by point, not headline by headline. Sometimes the smaller stages prepare you for the biggest, she reflected. You learn patience. You learn humility. You learn to keep chasing, no matter the ranking beside your name. Her words resonated across both continents. In Manila, fans flooded timelines with clips tagged #WorldAlexandra. In Australia, analysts praised Alana's resilience and predicted an inevitable rematch soon on a WTA stage. Trophy on to the semifinals. And beyond, the road now leads to the semifinal, where Alexandra faces another seasoned European challenger. Victory to secure a spot in the Sunday final and a massive ranking point boost, possibly her gateway to the year-end top 40. But even if Aldershot ends tomorrow, the message is already clear. Alexandra all belongs among the WTA elite. Her unrelenting pursuit of Grand Slam success has found validation on a blustery British court, where talent met tenacity and produced something unforgettable. As she left the court, the crowd rose in applause. No music, no fireworks, just a rhythmic clapping of admiration. She looked up briefly, nodded once, and smiled. "One match at a time," she said. "The dream's still the same, the highest peaks of tennis." And with that, Alexandra all walked toward the locker room, the wind at her back, the future wide open.